Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, hello-y, my name is Loey, and today we're taking a look at some of the scariest TikToks and videos that I've come across recently in my Scream streams. I love watching these videos with you guys on my streams. It's been a while, but if you ever want to catch me live, please pop in and enjoy the videos along with us. But before we get into these videos, thank you so much to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video. I've been telling you guys about Midas Merge for a really long time now for a good reason. It is one of my favorite mobile games. It truly has become part of my daily routine. My head hits the pillow and it is time for my nightly Midas Merge relaxation time. What I love the most about it is that it never gets old, it never gets boring. There's always something new and fun to unlock. Speaking of which, I'm so excited to tell you guys that a new garden has entered Midas Merge. Welcome to Firefly Valley. It's the most magical, whimsical place, and you guys know my favorite part of Midas Merge are the cute little creatures. And the creatures from Firefly Valley look like they have stepped out of a storybook. They're so cute. I've had exclusive early access to this garden, and I have to say, if you guys love Midas Merge, or even if you're just a new player coming into it, now is the perfect time, because this may just be my favorite garden yet. And if you are totally new to Midas Merge, it's a super fun Merge 3 game in which players merge different items and creatures to restore the gardens of gold. And like I said, I love my creatures. Like merging them and unlocking all the different versions of the creatures, it's just so fun to me. Also, the game is free to play, ad-free, and works offline, which is really cool because I can play it no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm just chilling out at home or I'm traveling on the go. And I come bearing gifts because the first 200 of you who download Midas Merge using my link in the description box down below or the QR code on screen will unlock an exclusive Lantern Goat level 1 directly from the new Firefly Valley. And it even comes with my name, so if you end up getting it, make sure to send me a screenshot because I want to see it in your Firefly Valley as well. I'm so excited for you guys to check out Firefly Valley, but it goes so much further than that. I've loved Midas Merge for a long time now. So thank you so much to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video. And now let's take a look at some of these scary paranormal videos with weird backstories. We are watching Bizarre Bub Scary Compilation 101. I can't believe we're already over the hundreds.
Now this next video comes from Elijah Carter, who's a construction worker for a house that's being remodeled. It's been some time now that he's worked on this house, and he's just now realizing something about it that the property owner has never mentioned. In this house lies a hidden crawl space. Apparently, it was hidden behind a stack of drywall that no one had bothered moving until now.
We love a secret crawl
Seeing
space.
that no one else is around, as it wasn't a work day, he explores the crawl space all by himself. But little does he know that this was a bad idea. The following is Elijah's video. Watch.
But while I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart.
Okay. I don't think that's cool.
I'm just not founding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. That's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here.
What?
You have a vent right there.
Okay, I hope that noise was just noise. It's just him.
I think I just heard some footsteps.
Oh my god. Ew. That sounds like somebody is in there. That sounded like a woman's voice. Ooh.
What was meant to be a short video for his Facebook group turns into something completely nightmarish. For one, the sound of footsteps was heard on the floorboards, despite no one being there. And eeriest of all, the sound of someone talking and giggling was heard from somewhere inside. But to make things even more frightening, the door to the crawl space begins to open on its own. It's no wonder why Elijah bolted out of there at full speed. As it seems, he wasn't alone. Now, if what he says is true, that there weren't any signs of someone being there the next day at work, then the question is begged, Just what exactly did Elijah encounter while being inside this house?
The voices make me think those were pretty distinct voices of people whispering. If this video is real, I would be much more afraid of that being real people. But then again, it's like he stumbled upon this creepy crawl space. The door is opening by itself. Clearly, there are some kind of weird tunnels going throughout this house because it was so clear. This whispering. Like, it was like the whispering, and then it almost sounded like a laugh. But I'm kind of with you, chat. Like, the fact that it was going out to a Facebook group, I'm like, why would you fake this for a Facebook group? Unless I don't know. I think something's going on there, but I'm not sure it's paranormal. And I think the idea that it's not paranormal is significantly scarier.
In the following video, a man and his girlfriend are staying over at his aunt's house when they hear a strange noise from downstairs. Mind you though, that no one else is home.
Okay.
This is like really crazy.
I don't know. I was wondering if something happened.
That sound. What's going on?
Now he couldn't capture the noise on camera, but there is something in this video that's worth pointing out before mentioning anything else, and that's the house itself. This Victorian home belongs to the man's aunt, who at this time was traveling abroad for a few days. While she was gone, the man, known as Isaac, and his girlfriend stayed over to look after the place and care for her dog.
Little baby.
Aunt is overseas for the week, and she
Wow.
asked me and my girlfriend to come and take a visit.
What a house.
Auntie.
Now the only thing in this house that isn't antiquated are the security cameras throughout the place. Although Isaac's aunt isn't home, she still wants to keep an eye on the property. But while looking at one of the cameras late one night, she notices something very strange. She immediately sends the recording to Isaac, who was totally spooked out by what was captured. While his girlfriend was inside a room, this was caught.
Isaac's girlfriend is hearing noises downstairs. Okay, so she's just alone in there. That sounds like something slamming. Okay, it glitched out there for a sec too. Oh my god, Morty hairs are everywhere. The true terror. A shedding dog. Oh, don't leave us alone in here. Okay. Okay, door's gonna slam shut. On cue. I mean, the fact that this place is haunted doesn't surprise me in the least. Look at it. Look at what's inside of it. There's no way this house isn't. If you told me this wasn't a haunted house, that would be weirder to me. That would be significantly stranger.
The noise, as it turns out, was just a draft affecting a door. But this one, according to them, doesn't appear to be affected by it, as it closes up differently. The door gently glides, as if someone was closing it quietly. Although freaked out by this, they weren't as terrified as what they experienced only days later. Now before showing this clip, it's worth noting that a common occurrence in this house is a broom that always falls over by itself. It usually happens at night, and it's always when it's in the dining room that it falls over.
Okay.
One night, Isaac waits patiently for the broom to fall again, when all of a sudden, this happens.
It's funny, it's like a routine. Falls on command. My eye is immediately drawn to the mirror. What? Was it the broom? What? What happened? What happened? Was it the broom? Did it fall on command? Ghosts keep a tight ship around there. They want to keep it clean. That's like my house ghost, Paul. He gets a real attitude if the house gets too messy. That's when I hear from my house ghost. They're saying clean up. Although the place doesn't look, you know. Is this going somewhere else? Is there somebody in there?
Like many times before,
Kinda
the
looks
broom
like
is
there
on the
was.
ground, despite being placed initially upright against the wall. It seemingly falls by itself, or at least that's what Isaac thinks. He's been documenting every instance of the broom falling over, and not once has it occurred to him to check the security cameras around the house until recently. By checking, he could see how it keeps on doing this. So he tells his aunt to send him some recordings from specific dates of the camera inside the dining room where the broom falls over. He checks each one and doesn't notice anything weird. But when he checks again, he notices something in one video that leaves him beyond spooked.
Okay, what's weird about this, what I'm like, oh God, is that I had taken a screenshot of this clip for the thumbnail, and I know something's gonna appear in this window, but with that additional context, very strange.
Is what he saw.
There is something in the window. It looks like a tiny little person. And then the broom goes down. Is it gonna move? No way. No way. No way. No. No. That faded out like an after effect. No.
Isaac and his girlfriend were completely caught off guard upon seeing this. For sure, the broom falling on its own is creepy, but this is something out of a horror movie. A strange, dark figure stands at the window before disappearing into thin air. It's only there momentarily and gone when Isaac is present. But its disappearance wouldn't be the creepiest part about this, because according to the couple, this figure looks like a child. If that's the case, then this makes this next video even creepier.
Oh boy.
According to them.
Hold on, we're going back to the way that the thing faded. It's just so perfect. A child. No. Like, it's literally going like, you know, maybe it's the fact that it's a security camera or something, but it looks so perfect. But at the same time, this house is definitely haunted. I don't doubt that.
According to them, they may have found something to explain what they saw. Take a look.
Alright, so we found something that might explain what happened last night. These tiles are of two children that lived here at some point. This is memorialized, yeah. They memorialized him by putting him on a tile on this fireplace, and I swear this is the kid that I saw.
These tiles, as they would later find out, are meant to honor those who passed away. In this case, it's meant to memorialize the two kids on the fireplace. However, neither the couple nor the aunt has any idea who these kids are. She only knows that they used to live in this house over a century ago. Given all that's happened during their stay, the couple believe that a ghost was caught on camera, but more specifically, the ghost of one of these kids. If that's so, then this makes what was captured pretty freaky. But as with all videos, you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or is there something that could explain all these occurrences? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Okay, the way that the fading of the kid happened was really weird. Maybe we could chalk it up to like it's Ring camera quality footage. Not to get too nitpicky on it. This is clearly a haunted house. If anywhere in the entire world has ever been haunted, it is this home. It is like this gorgeous antique house filled with gorgeous antique belongings. And there's pictures of children that once lived there embedded into the fireplace. Like, I definitely believe this is a haunted house. It's just this part that kind of got me. I was like, that looks a little weird. Very polite child to close the door behind his girlfriend. Honestly, yeah. Ghost seems pretty helpful so far. I mean, knocks over the broom a lot, but, you know, closes the door, runs around in the middle of the night. I think it's fun. Interesting, though, that they heard the slamming sound, too, here. God, I love Ring camera footage. I feel like so often it catches things that normally, like, you never see, and it makes for, like, really interesting ghost footage, in my humble opinion.
Now, this next video was posted by a Reddit user who writes that the following video was taken back in 2020. He didn't take the video himself, but rather it was sent to him by his sister who was at a hospital for reasons unknown. While she was there, she was waiting out in the hallway where no one else seemed to be present. It was just her, alone in this big empty hallway, or at least that's what she thought, because, as her family believes, she wasn't completely alone. In a video she posted to her family's group chat, something can be seen moving and peeking at the end of the hallway. Have a look.
Okay, something peeking. And again, if we're talking, oh, that is indeed a person. But again, would be more afraid of that being a real ooh! Hair starts moving on its own. No breeze. Kind of sounded like there was like AC or something running. But maybe not. I feel like I'm in a video game. Like the pulsing of the camera, it's making me a little... It's making me feel like I'm like in a VR game. I don't know. Oh god. Okay, that was a buzzing phone. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just stay calm.
After checking to see what it was that was moving, she finds nothing. Now, it's hard to say as to what exactly is being seen here, but many viewers on Reddit believe that it's something paranormal. Some can even make out a face or even a body, but then again, that could be a case of pareidolia. However, it's the fact that something moves that makes it quite strange. From catching a lock of hair moving independently to the creepy atmosphere of the hallway, it's understandable as to why one would think that something paranormal is present. But as with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
This one seems kind of like potentially paranormal to me in a way that like the others have not really struck me so far. I think maybe it's because, like, I've said this before, but again, if anywhere is going to be haunted, it's going to be a hospital, like medical facilities like that. And it does really look like something peeks out. You can kind of see like a head here, and then that other stuff being, I don't know. But also there's not really anywhere to peek out over here, because if this is the same location as later in this video, we walk past and the doors are all the way down here. Whereas this thing peeking almost looks like it's peeking from around here. So if it was all taken at the same time, where would they have been peeking from? You see what I mean? It seems like they're coming out of the wall. I don't know. This I'm less convinced by, because, you know, could be AC, could be anything. But like, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. This one to me kind of gives paranormal a little bit.
In this next video, a young girl is playing in front of a display cabinet while her mother records her from a distance. Although seeming like a random recording, something about this moment holds a special place in the mom's heart. Amanda, the mother, isn't just recording a random cute moment, but instead, she's recording a heartfelt video in which her daughter plays with her mother's urn. The display cabinet holds the ashes of Amanda's mom, who passed away only a month ago, and it was just now that she saw her daughter talking to the urn inside. Understandably, Amanda was moved.
A month after my mother passed away in my home, my 1-year-old daughter was talking to her Grammy's urn, and then... No, I have chills.
During the time that Amanda took this video, she didn't notice anything strange. It was only after reviewing the footage that she saw it. A dark silhouette passing in front of the camera as her daughter plays in the distance. To Amanda, this supposed apparition wasn't completely unknown, as she had a feeling that this was her mother. She took it as a sign from her, letting her know that she's still there despite being physically gone. Although others think that something else was captured, she strongly believes that this had been her mother. But let me know what you think. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
I know that if it was me, that would have scared the crap out of me, but I also said before, I am never going to sit here and debunk or like try to tell anyone that their experience with a past loved one is not exactly that. So if that's what the mom believes, hey, I believe it too. It just was so fast and it like looked like a kid. But again, if she thinks that's her mother, that's her mother. Crazy video to say the absolute least, but definitely paranormal. So tonight we're watching 10 scary videos to give you nightmares from Nuke's Top 5. I think this came out like 3 months ago. And it has 3.4 million views.
The White Lichen Bothy. If you hike an hour into the remote countryside of Scotland, you can find the old 18th century White Lichen Bothy, a mountain cabin that's free to use for travelers. The creepy old cabin has no electricity, no running water, and perhaps most disturbing of all, There are no locks on any of the doors.
Oh.
Over the years, hundreds of travelers have visited the White Lagoon Bothy, and many of these visitors claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences while staying there.
Here we go.
A few outdoor and travel YouTube channels have visited the White Lagoon Bothy as well, and most have experienced at least something a little weird while staying there.
I'm really quite scared of it staying here, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it really will be fine.
Again, let me stress
you're
that all of
brave.
the following videos were recorded by travel and outdoor channels. None of these people are ghost hunters, and in fact, every one of these YouTubers say they don't even believe in ghosts at all.
I don't particularly believe in ghosts, neither does mine.
But they also can't explain what they experienced at the White Lagoon Bothy.
Today, I'm going to be staying in a bothy in Scotland for the first ever time.
First up, seasoned solo traveler Ruth Asling spent a night in the old Scottish cabin, and she found it a bit unnerving.
So, I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious.
This is so creepy. I've never heard of a bothy before. It's kind of weird it has no locks on it. I think it's so that travelers can just use it, no? Yeah, I think it's just free to use for people. I think that that's why it's not locked. I don't think it's like some weird, like, oh, why aren't the doors locked? You know, I think it's like, this is a totally normal thing, and people seemingly experienced a very strange thing here that sounded a little paranormal to me.
I've stayed in a camper van so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote, and to get away, you have to hike over 1 hour, like to get back to the camper van. So maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know. Oh God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window.
Ugh.
I don't know, I feel really scared. I don't know why. I just feel really nervous.
Ruth stays the full night at the cabin, but she doesn't exactly get a restful sleep.
Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises. God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
I feel like you have to listen to your intuition. I feel like women's intuition is like a superpower all in itself. If you're feeling weird stuff like that, man, just hightail it out of Dodge. It could totally be a mouse, some other kind of animal. This is a cabin that is only used when random people come across it. So it could totally be wildlife of some kind, but she also seems like a pretty seasoned traveler and maybe even camper. I feel like she would have known, you know, oh, this is just the sound of a raccoon, something like that.
Throughout the night, while completely alone, Ruth keeps hearing bizarre noises that creep her out. And oddly, she decides to just ignore the strange sounds and put in earplugs, which kinda seems like a bad idea when you're staying all alone in a cabin in the middle of nowhere and there are no locks on the doors. But to each their own.
Bye-bye, Bothy.
Next up, a camper that goes by the name Happy Hippie,
So
who says that he does
interesting.
not believe in ghosts or the paranormal, has a similar creepy experience.
I've set up my bed for the night.
All right.
Gonna get the fire on when it gets darker. This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, then get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just the people with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son.
What?
Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird shit.
That's definitely somebody knocking, I think. But he keeps going to check and nobody's there.
Just wanted a nice little bobby night.
Oh my God.
If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do like this.
Oh my God, but could you even see if somebody was out there? Like, it's so dark. Could you even see it?
It's gonna be a fun night. They're walking around in the room.
Oh my God.
And they go in there and it just stops.
Okay. Maybe this...
Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it.
Why is that everybody's response to this haunted bothy is just to go to sleep? Oh my God, this is really creepy. The fact that it's multiple people now, ooh, it gives me chills. Multiple people now hearing these sounds who are like, yeah, there's no explanation for this. I mean, it would be one thing if it was the first woman and it's like, yeah, maybe that's some kind of like wildlife noises, whatever. But this guy's fully catching these sounds on camera and seemingly investigating, and nobody is there, especially if there's like sounds in the other room and nothing happened to either of them. I mean, you know, they weren't robbed. They're both alive and well. So if it was another person, what are they trying to do? Just be creepy? And then how are they just disappearing?
Cameraman never dies, right?
The happy hippie spends the night in the cabin, but the next day, he still can't explain just what happened.
Good morning. Had a bit of an experience last night. Couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do. This is not what I'm about. I'm just a happy hippie, hiking, living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so...
So now this next video is by far the creepiest footage ever recorded in the White Lagoon Bothy.
We're at a place called White Lagoon Bothy.
It was shot by...
Okay, this is why I like Nuke's Top 5, is because even if we have seen every viral TikTok going around, he honestly digs into like specific topics and finds different YouTubers and like people who visit places, and like, you know, I think that this is really cool.
We're at a place called White Lagoon Bothy.
It was shot by Ben and Martin from the YouTube channels Adventure Outdoors and What's Not to Hike.
So we're in the Bothy. There's nobody else here.
The two men traveled to the White Lagoon Bothy together, and they experienced something that is truly terrifying.
Found the Bothy book. You can put my glasses on now, it is. Under the back. So this is popular, quite a popular bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done. Absolutely spotless. Whoa. Hold on a minute.
What's that? I got it chills.
I'm out. Oh, shit. I'm out of here. No.
It's getting late when a door suddenly slams shut all on its own.
That was totally weird. The door just started to move on its own. And then it just pretty much slammed shut.
Yeah.
I mean, Marty's out there.
I don't really want to come back in.
He's in bits. That was just the weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Now the two friends are both skeptics, but they are still a little unnerved by what just happened.
But that was terrifying. And I don't even swear. I'm swearing, but I don't. But that was genuinely terrifying. I shot myself. When it slammed, I just wanted out of here. There's something really... Because I say, it doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like you're in the presence or anything. As I say, we don't really believe that stuff. There might be, you know, stuff we can't explain, whatever, but we just don't believe in the whole ghosty, spooks in the night kind of thing. Just don't.
I believe this, man.
But that was genuinely terrifying, and I'm going to keep that door. I'm keeping it closed.
Little do they know that things are about to get even weirder.
Well, folks, it's probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the spooky door closing over there, and we're trying to like rationalise it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and neither does Martin. So we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so
yeah. But I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation, even though I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it.
I can't see anything with the lights.
It's moving, right?
Is something crazy happening? Hold on, I gotta turn off the lights and see.
When the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation, even though.
Oh my god!
No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? I don't know where to go.
This can't be right.
I'm not. It's black in here as well. I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there, and it just started. It just started to move, which is.
No way. I'm not even. No.
This is bonkers.
I'm not having any part of this.
That is moving.
Jesus Christ.
It is moving, that chair is moving.
Just leave it.
Oh, Christ. Oh, well, I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think.
That's poltergeist shit, Paul. That's poltergeist stuff. It's not. That's not ghosty. That's like evil spirit stuff.
Chair sitting in the corner of the room inexplicably starts to slide across the floor on its own, and these two diehard skeptics suddenly begin to wonder if they might be dealing with some sort of paranormal entity. But now a little nervous, they finish out their night's stay in the other room and head out the next day. Now I want to point out again that the White Lagoon Bothy has never been investigated by any ghost hunting team or ghost hunting YouTube channel. All of the footage shown here today was captured by outdoor explorers and campers that have never posted any video related to the paranormal before these clips. So is the White Lagoon Bothy haunted? And would you dare to spend a night there?
I was totally ready to explain things away in the beginning, where the woman was talking about hearing sounds. Like, you couldn't really hear what she was hearing, and if you could, it was like a little thump here, a little something there. But these gradually got scarier, like the just plain knocking, 3 knocks on a door like that, you know? And then these guys had a crazy experience. Yeah, I absolutely think it's haunted, which is really, really interesting because, like Nuke's Top 5 said, Mr. Nuke himself, you know, the doors are locked. Like, nobody lives here full time, if I'm understanding correctly. So, like, realistically, hiking out here is an hour in itself. Who is out there every night of the week playing pranks on people? Like, I think if it smells that haunted, it's probably haunted. If it's haunted enough to make people who are skeptics question it, it's haunted. In my humble opinion, of course.
Watcher. German urban explorer Toby from the YouTube channel Unknown Worlds is traveling through Sweden when he finds an old abandoned house in the middle of the woods. It's getting late, but Toby decides to investigate the creepy old house. It did not go well.
Oh boy. I'm trying to find this hair on my face and I'm entirely unsuccessful. Oh, good. Fantastic. So I think that this is where you would just stop. I would just stop. Whoa. Does that work like that? Wait, are phones capable of like is that what that is? Infrared camera? Does anybody know? It looks like an app. There's apparently an attachment for smartphones that lets you see infrared, but it's probably not infrared in the actual camera, if that's what this is at all. I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming we're gonna see something with it, or maybe not. Who's to say? I'm jumping to conclusions.
Is somebody in here? Do you speak English? Jag talar inte svenska.
Oh, ew. Okay, maybe it is abandoned. That was a little bug.
Oh my god.
Sir, that was a cockroach. A little disturbing, but you're in an abandoned house. Why would now why? Oh my god, no! No, that's not real. Nope, absolutely not. And if it was, that's a real person, because they were like wearing a mask, it looked like. If that is real, that is a real person, right? It looks like, man, absolutely not. You can fully make out a human being. Maybe that's scarier. Maybe the idea that someone's there watching you is scarier. Maybe Nuke will say that, but no, that is not close. God, I'm so skeptical, you guys. It amazes me.
Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Scheiße. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Oh Scheiße. Oh mein Gott.
That is a pretty...
Oh mein Gott. Oh mein, das war... Das
His
kann
reaction.
doch nur ein Mensch gewesen sein. Ach du Scheiße.
As Toby looks inside one of the bedrooms, he spots someone in his thermal imaging camera who is just staring right back at him. Understandably, Toby is freaked out. He just makes a run for it out of the house and drives away. Later, when Toby uploads his video to his YouTube channel, viewers point out that the creepy stranger might have been watching him even before he entered the house.
Wollen wir erstmal durch die Wärmebildkamera gucken, ob wir hier eventuell jetzt schon etwas sehen? So, ja. Das sieht jetzt natürlich nicht so vertrauenserweckend aus. Laut Wärmebildkamera ist es an den ganzen Öffnungen vom Haus sehr viel wärmer als draußen. Zumindest laut den Farben. Gucken wir jetzt aber mal explizit, sehen wir, an den Kaltstellen sind es 7 Grad und an den warmen sind es 9. Das heißt, es könnte eventuell auch ein Trugschluss sein.
Yeah, that's somebody was definitely in there.
Ja, werde jetzt hier erstmal gucken.
Now, I think it's safe to say that going into an abandoned house all by yourself is always a bad idea. Not because of ghosts, but because of something scarier and much more dangerous.
Real people.
Real people who might be inside and who really don't want you there. Thankfully, Toby made it home safe, but this disturbing situation could have turned out much worse.
I'm glad that he said that too. I didn't know if it was going in the direction of like, oh, this is spooky, scary because it's paranormal, but definitely a real person. And I think that like running into a real person in an abandoned building like that, no matter what, is way scarier than some ghost that can jump out at you because like you don't know their intentions. You don't know why you're there. They don't know why you're there. Oh, Kismat Jax also said the dongle is the thermal cam. The app reads the dongle. That's probably what it is then. It probably is some kind of external thermal cam and the app just reads it. God bless you. You good? Okay. Big husky head. Hello. Hello.
Trent Williams is away on a trip with a friend and staying at an old Airbnb cabin on Skaneateles Lake in upstate New York. Once they arrive, the two friends realize that the cabin has a pretty dark history.
Okay, I usually do not, or I never have believed in like haunted stuff, okay? But I'm out at Skaneateles Lake, the Fingers Lakes in upstate New York. And the Airbnb I'm staying at, the guy did say, just FYI, we do have people say that they hear a piano play at night. And I thought it was bullshit. And I swear to God, I've heard it. It plays. There's a walk over here. So in case I die, I have a documentation of it, okay? It's an old house. It's on a beautiful lake though. But I did find out the daughter, the guy who owns the place, daughter died in a car wreck. And her ashes are on the piano. God, I get chills. But that's the piano. And it plays at night, and it freaks me out. I have chill bumps just being in this room. I do not get a good vibe.
With a creepy story like that, it's no wonder that the two guys get a little bit freaked out when late at night, they start to hear random keys playing on the piano in the living room.
Yeah, I can't do this shit. It's so scary. No, you go in there with me.
Yes. You have to go first.
Stay behind me. You.
I love bros.
Keeps playing, I swear. No, dude, I'm not going up in that. It's this piano. I swear to God, it is.
I fully believe this is real. 100%.
Dude, if I die, I swear, I will. Oh God.
Dude, no.
Now, when you first watch the video, you might think, oh well, no big deal, that could easily be faked. But here is what makes this video so compelling. Because you see, when you look closely, the played piano key is actually pressed down by something. Now, this is not to say that this footage is quote unquote proof of the paranormal.
Nope, it is.
But it does make this video much harder to fake. So could this creepy Airbnb cabin be haunted by the spirit of the owner's daughter? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Okay, it's either real or this guy is playing, the guy who owns this Airbnb is playing the craziest prank on them. Like, I don't know, but that would be so ridiculous. I totally think this is actually real paranormal footage. Yes, it could totally not be, but that's like the initial vibe that I get, so I'm gonna go with that. I mean, also, somebody in chat said this, why would you leave your daughter's ashes at a place where Airbnb guests stay? Maybe, I mean, if it was her piano, you know, if I'm understanding the story correctly, like if she was the one playing the piano, maybe they don't want to separate that part of her, you know? That's just my initial thought, but I'm going with this one as paranormal.
Reflections. An elderly man with no living relatives was living alone in an old apartment building somewhere in Japan. A few months ago, the man, who we'll call Mr. A, suddenly began to exhibit very strange behavior, complaining to his landlord that there was, quote, a strange woman in his home trying to take his life. The landlord was worried about Mr. A's mental health and advised him to go see a doctor. But instead, Mr. A vowed that he would collect proof that what he was experiencing was very real.
Way.
Not long after, Mr. A tragically took his own life. So, Mr. A's landlord inspects his apartment and finds several videotapes recorded on a very old camera. Out of curiosity, he watches the tapes, and what he sees chills him to his core.
We're fully in agreement that while this is already creepy, the setup alone is like, there's no way in hell. This is like the setup for like a scary movie written by Hollywood.
This terrifying footage was recorded one day before Mr. A's death.
No, one day before. But, there's a mirror here. Like, I gotta turn off my lights for this, because I was looking at this earlier before the stream started. There's definitely something in there. It looks like a really tall person twitching around. Like you can see, like the first time I saw it, and even just now, I thought it was like a shadow, but you can see a hand and the head there. Oh, and he's like, oh, or is this him getting possessed? No, it definitely was something paranormal. Okay. I thought it was the man.
A bizarre, distorted figure can be seen in the reflection of the dresser mirror. And the landlord now wonders if Mr. A truly did experience something paranormal inside his apartment.
Oh yeah, it was a woman.
The landlord contacts the Japanese ghost hunting team, Omagatoki, and paranormal investigator Hiro sets out on a solo overnight investigation into the allegedly haunted apartment. Eventually, Hiro finds the room that can be seen on the disturbing videotapes.
And let me guess, he caught the woman too. This is the room. Love the editing. Absolutely love these vibes. And by love, I mean despise, but you know what I mean. There's no mirror. Oh. So is it someone...
The investigator finds the dresser seen in the old camera footage, but the mirror is gone.
Oh.
A few hours later, and Hero finally finds the missing mirror. What happens next is downright creepy.
No, I just know I'm gonna get something is wrapped in a blanket. No. Is that the mirror? Don't take out the mirror. I got scared. Don't take the mirror out. Somebody wrapped it up for a reason, man. Oh my god, none of you are surviving the horror movie. Is there somebody back there? Did you guys see that? It kind of looks... Is there somebody standing there? I'm literally covering it. Wait, is somebody standing right there? Ew! Doorbell. That's your sign to knock it off.
As Hiro is cutting zip ties and carefully unwrapping the mirror, someone suddenly rings the apartment doorbell. And there's no one there. But, did you see it? Hiro is completely unaware that he's being watched as he's unpacking the mirror. And the figure watching him looks exactly like the disturbing entity from Mr. A's grainy home video. Hiro tries using Mr. A's old camera in an attempt to capture anything resembling what Mr. A recorded the day before his death. What happens next is terrifying.
Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? I'm gonna get jump scared! He found a cassette in the trash. This is getting crazy, like analog horror. There's another videotape. Oh, I forgot to turn my light back on. I was too engrossed in the video. The landlord found a similar tape. I'm loving it. It feels like a horror game.
Hiro finds another tape dumped in the trash. But again, did you see it?
Yes,
when
I
slowed
did!
down for just a few frames of the footage, two little pale hands can be seen pressed against the floor right beside Hiro.
Okay, you guys, this is how crazy these ghost videos are, though, because I thought I saw a face in the plastic here. That could have been the midstream gardening that I did, though, to be fair. But I didn't notice the hands at all. I was gonna be like, yes, a face morphed into the plastic. No.
He doesn't even notice and is still completely unaware of the entity that seems to be watching and following him. Hiro decides to watch the tape that he recovered from the trash, and it makes his blood run cold.
I love this. This is insanity. No! No! It's unclear whether the elderly man moved the camera. The footage continues with unclear images.
The camera seems to spin around by itself before the same weird distorted face can be seen peeking out at the very bottom of a doorway. Creeped out by the footage, Hiro decides to leave.
Good
He
idea.
thinks that he didn't capture any kind of proof that Mr. A's apartment is haunted. But when he reviews his footage later, he realizes that the entire time he was in the apartment, the same eerie entity was watching him. You can see this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film.
I mean, I don't think anybody here disagrees. There's no way in hell that is genuine paranormal footage, but very creepy and very creative. And I mean, Japan is like a genuinely very haunted place, and Japanese horror goes absolutely crazy. Hell yeah. Give me creepy tall woman in mirror. I like her. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, go and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A special thank you to my subscribers who are members of the channel. If you want to join the channel memberships and get extra members exclusive perks like members only videos, polls help me decide on future video topics, and so much more, you can click that little join button somewhere around the screen. We would love to have you. An extra special thank you to my VIP loves for their continued and generous support of the channel. I love and appreciate you all very, very much. I love you all very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.